Welcome to Bloomington, Indiana, home of the Hoosiers. We expect Memorial Stadium to be rocking because these fans have been getting ready since early this morning. Maybe you need a little caffeine, or maybe the sheer energy of this matchup will keep you wide awake, as we know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Indiana Hoosiers. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Buckeyes will put total leather and we'll get started. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. So the Indiana Hoosiers offense takes the field. And there he is, a man who makes an entire stadium hold its breath every time he touches the ball, Jesse.
This defense better have a lot of breath in this game, too, because he gets better as the game goes on. He's the kind of guy, David, who can wear a defense down.
And he is the primary focus. That's what this defense is focused and keyed in on. We got to stop him if we're going to have success today.
Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Quick release by the QB. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make a miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Ran the ball on 1st down. Let's see what they do on 2nd. They'll leave it with him. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Luck. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
The Hoosiers are on the move. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Fires to the big fella, and he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. He can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Landry. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, and let him do the rest.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
He'll just keep slinging it. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. And the Hoosiers will punt it away on 4th down. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave them no opportunity for a return. So Ohio State's offense has the ball for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Crossing the 30, he's got a lane. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. He's going to pass. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. At the 20. Touchdown, Indiana! The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders.
Open runway ahead. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. This guy makes it look easy, just like a lot of recent Ohio State quarterbacks have.
Man, you can set your watch by these guys. I mean, whether it's C.J. Stroud, Justin Fields, I mean, we can keep going back year after year. They always got a really good signal caller that you can really depend on to make big plays.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Using his feet to buy time. That's reeled in. It's Randall. And tackled there by the defense.
I think this defense really needs to start thinking about really fencing this quarterback in. You cannot let him go east or west, because he will extend the play with his legs and his speed and then hurt you throwing the football.
They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. Clock strikes 0 here in the quarter, and Indiana is on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. They'll try to bully their way for the first. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
And you're trying to get the ball to your running back in space, and really good job tossing it on the perimeter. What do you need? You need to set the edge. You got to do a good job with your offensive line. And then you need perimeter blocking out wide to hold their own. Do a good job, hold their own. Nice positive game, nice positive toss play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Now improvising. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
Well, great job there by the defense, because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about...
He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on 3rd down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
Powers ahead, gets 4, he's down at the 10. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He'll pull it on the read. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
To throw, it's Luck. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll bring it back. It's Walters. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. The run from the shotgun. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. The Buckeyes, really the entire state, they pride themselves on toughness. Establishing the ability to run the ball when they want to has always been important here.
Part of that Midwest lifestyle, but when you're Ohio State...
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. A big play for the defense with the first down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on second down. Got rid of it just in time. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
Man, I don't know if you want that guy outside the pocket very often because he's so fast and he can do some damage, but they did a nice job containing him. Once he left the pocket, they were ready for it, came to him, he tried to throw the football. Nice hit on the quarterback as he's throwing to force a bad pass.
Another incompletion on third down. Line gets set, first down. He wants to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Second down coming up. They go to the ground, and they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. Those guys, those running backs coming, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. First and 10. Buys a little extra time. Just a short pass to the tight end. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Fires to the wideout. And the timing just a hair off.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
Working that left side now. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field, and I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Quick pass on the fly motion. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Ohio State. The Hoosiers will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Walters. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. Touch pass on the run. Across the 45. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. He's looking to throw. Finds the tight end. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. The give to the back. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. The Buckeyes have pushed it inside the 20. Snap it to the back. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been third down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
Fights off a defender.
This running back just doesn't go down easy. It's just difficult for defenses to get him on the ground. Not overly huge, but if I'm an offensive coordinator, I'm going to continue to find ways to feature him and just, you know what, let his talent do the rest.
The give to the tailback. Not much room. He gets 1 down to the 7. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll go with a direct snap. Trying to get closer, and they knock it free. Give him 6. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops forward and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Forced out of the pocket. Turns it on in midfield. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. And the Hoosiers will have it 1st and 10. To the air, it's Luck. Got the quick pass. Breaks a tackle and he's got room. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. 1st and 10 as the clock winds under a minute to go here in the 3rd quarter. Use the play fake, now to throw. They're trying to get to it. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time, you get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
That completion will take him inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Forges ahead for 1 to the 8-yard line.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
He finds his man, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Hoosiers! A 1st down for the offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Using the quick game. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
All right, so I know the defense is going to be aggressive, right? They got their stop. They forced a 3rd down. How aggressive does the offense want to be in response? If I throw the football, get a 1st down, I can run this clock almost out. This defense has to make a choice for this offense. How aggressive do you want to be?
And the Buckeyes looking to convert on 4th down. They stop him short, and now they'll get the ball back here in the 4th quarter. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. The throw. Got his man. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Luck. He'll throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Here's the handoff. Really nice run. Rips off 6 on the play, but it... Looking for a productive play on first down. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And he's got it inside the 35. Touchdown, Ohio State. They've got the lead here in the... Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Quick completion on the out route. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that first down marker is. Heads up play, nose for the first down marker. Get in there and get it.
He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Big third down here. They need to get the ball to the 41. It's a draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. Looking to move it through the air. Snags it over the middle.
Well, they're able to get the completion right now, and you know the sense of urgency is up right here. They're in position to go win this game there.
Yeah, and defensively, take your time getting off piles, make them eat clock, get your defense really, really quickly, and make sure you don't give up any big plays by not being organized.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. Back to throw. It's Luck. Fires to the big fella. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock as the offense moves closer, trying to pull it out. Most important part of the clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. Steps away. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
What a fantastic job by the defense that time, forcing the incompletion. They've got the lead late, setting up 4th down. Can they come up with one more stop? If they get it, they might win this game.
Throws toward the end zone. And that ball is picked off. Looking for more room. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
Well, we've seen this defense make plays time and time again in this game. They may have just sealed it with that takeaway.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. At the 45 on his way. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
Just feeding his pads to the defense as he gets it to the 36. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. The Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Never really got that return flanking, but the offense is set up at the 30. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Looking to go up top on first down. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. Pressure coming. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
And that is a back-breaker. It's 4th down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play, but the defense came up big in a big moment.
First down here for the offense. He wants to throw. They're bringing heat. They get to him as he throws. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He's taking the shot. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.